Hello. You've reached Michael Mackey for President. Today's video is going to be on taxation. The misconception of taxation. The redistribution of wealth. Whatever you want to call it, I'm going to talk to you about how taxes are hurting the American people. The Constitution was put in place to make sure, well, inherently people are bad and they're going to want power and they're going to want money, and that if we have a federal government, they'll end up being socialist. Now, as far as socialism in America goes, we are socialistic. The socialistic platforms, they've all been met. The government controls everything, and the government controls you. The 53% that don't pay taxes they control because they're on social programs, and the other, taking away 5% for the government, the rest of the people are slaves to the government in order to pay for those 53% that don't pay taxes or are on social programs. No matter how you put it, if someone puts a gun to your head, which the government does, because if you don't pay these taxes, you go to jail, puts a gun to your head and says, give me this much money, and they turn around and give it to somebody who doesn't have any, or who may have a whole bunch but says they don't have any, it's stealing. It's theft. And once you have to do it all the time, it's slavery. It's no different than back in the day when we owned slaves. Not we, not me, but our founding fathers or whatever. It's just, we work for our slave owners, which is the government, who gives our hard earnings to most of it goes into their pockets. And if you think that that's not true, well, then you just might as well go stick your head back in the sand. And then some of it goes to make people dependent, so they keep voting in the same people so they can remain in power. There are better tax systems out there. There are quite a few countries, the Soviet Union for one, when they fell, that went to a flat tax and basically helped them recover. I'm not a big fan of the flat tax. Someone had an argument with me and said, because I'm a fan for the sales tax, and said sales tax equals flat tax, which is wrong. Flat tax comes out of your paycheck. Sales tax does not. You get all your money in your paycheck, and then you go to the store, and if you buy goods and services, then you pay tax. So who would pay the most taxes? The rich. Because who buys the most? The rich. So everybody could shut the hell up, and we could go to a tax system that would be fair for everybody. Nobody could get out of it. Not prostitutes, not drug dealers, not criminals, not the government. Nobody. If you go out and buy a car, you're going to pay tax. Everybody's going to pay the same tax on that same car. So if you're poor, you're not going to buy the same car as the rich guy. So the rich guy's going to pay more taxes. If you don't want to pay taxes, which is your right, then you just don't buy anything. It's simple. But the American people continue to be bamboozled by the federal government and believe that they have to be slaves. I mean, this is going to be a really short video. Either you're smart enough to know that we can supersede slavery by, well, hey, how about voting for Mackey? Or you can keep voting the same people in. You can you know what? I can't even remember who said this. Someone said the perfect terminology for stupidity is doing the same stupid things over and over and over again, expecting different results. If you do the same thing and you get the same result, you're an idiot. if you keep voting a politician into office, it doesn't matter if he's Republican or if he's Democrat, and they keep doing the same things, and they keep taking your money, and they keep social programs, and they keep throwing America into debt, you're an idiot. I'm not saying you have to vote for me, but if you vote for a politician, Republican or Democrat, you are an idiot. Yes, I'm talking to you. If you don't like it, you can call me. 703-869-6694. You keep voting these people in, you're an idiot. Idiot, idiot, idiot. Do you want America to be great and be free and have free trade and capitalistic and everybody makes money? Or do you want to be a slave? It's as simple as that. When Obama says he's only going to tax the rich, it's a lie. We have a sliding tax scale, and whenever they raise taxes across the board. Do your homework. And if they tax the rich more, the rich will just hire less people, open less businesses, hide their money, try to figure out ways to get around it. And I'm sorry, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. The rich redistribution of wealth is criminally insane. It's wrong. It's like it's robbery. It's theft. It's illegal. But the government does it. The federal government is here for one reason. Well, actually, a few reasons, but they're easy reasons. To provide us safety with a military. We should be paying for a military. We should be paying for intercoastal waterways. We should be paying for a military to provide safety for those waterways, whether we're for free trade throughout the world and for our intercontinental highways from United States to United States, and to, we can work out with Mexico and Canada how our highways can be combined, and that's it. The cost of the military cover protection of our borders, and they got to make sure we have roads that connect the states. The United States. But each state controls its own state. If you want to be a liberal, progressive state like California and go down the tubes, then people vote with their feet, and they're moving out of California, and everybody's moving out of California, and the big businesses are moving out of California, and the millionaires, they get a tax break. This is what they do. They buy a house in California, but they only live there or a few months out of the year, so they don't have to pay full taxes. Ask Oprah. She knows all about that. She's a liberal, by the way. Progressive. Socialist. So, not to call anybody's name out, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I try not to accuse people of things, but it's hard not to. It's hard to watch your country go down the drain. The bottom line is, I'm for sales tax. Basic fair tax type system. And I don't like, fair tax is easy. Go to fairtax.org, you can check it out, and you'll understand the whole concept. I want to lower the percentage of sales tax they want to charge to, like, everyone pays 15% for federal sales tax, and then the states can choose to pay up to 3% in sales tax and use that as revenue. That's it. That's all. No other taxes for any other thing. No other money out of the people's pockets for any other thing. Now, if we have a crisis or something and the government wants to go and say, hey, Japan just had a tsunami, who wants to give? And people are allowed to walk up and give money if they want, that's fine. Hell, I'm a biker. Bikers in America give more money to charity than any other organization. Except for the federal government, because, they send billions and billions overseas and stuff. We're funding Chinese prostitutes to learn how to drink responsibly. That is not a lie. Look it up. So if you're willing to keep paying out of your pocket, keep doing the same idiotic thing that you're doing and keep voting Republican or Democrat, or vote Mackey for president, or find someone else that's better than me. I don't care. But do something to fix this, because this is no joke. This isn't a conspiracy theory. America is this close to being done. This close, and it's over. This close, and America will be going to civil war. I know nobody believes it. No one ever believes your country's going to just collapse. Soviet Union didn't believe it. Germany didn't believe it. Japan didn't believe it. No one believes it until it happens. And I'm here to tell you, we're on the precipice, and our collapse is going to be bigger than everybody else's, because we're bigger than everybody else. And then who's going to step in? The socialist, Marxist government that's always been there. But they're only going to be able to take part of America back, because we'll be devastated and we'll be separated, and it'll be no longer the United States of America. It'll be a bunch of individual little states and stuff running around, because people aren't going to put up with giving up their liberty and freedom. When the big hand of the government comes down and push comes to shove, we'll revolt. Is that what you want for your children? Because your children are going to be fighting that war. www.mackeyforpresident.com, www.VOTOCRACY.com, or you can email me at michaelmackey@mackeyforpresident.com. Wake up! God, you people! Quit being sheep and slaves and followers! Even the followers can step up and be heroes and be leaders once in a while, and that's what you have to do right now. It's time to put an end to this crap!